Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I'm going to be showing you a new quick clear team for like difficulty 1 explore and stuff that may rival Rowanne. This was showed to me by awesome supporter member Glorfindel. So want to show y'all this. We did it on stream the other day, like showed this team, and I know some of y'all probably haven't seen it. A lot of little nuggets on the streams that don't get put out in videos, but this one I think was worth it. So let's go show his team. That is a quick clear team that does rival Rowanne, Ironhawk. It might be a top 3 for stuff like this, but I'll let you know if I think it's better than Rowanne or not by the end of the video. But let's get into it here. It is Moon Mage, King Averlorn, Imperial Jewel, Leprechaun. So the class you don't have to. I don't think you have to do any certain class, which is good because then you can level up classes with it. The banner, let's just show the team code. Once again, I'm on PS4. I can't post the team code in the comments or anything, but I can show you here. You can write it down. What I used to do is I would just, look at the troops, remember them, and then just plug them in. I didn't need the team code. But we got Moon Mage. 9 blue, purple, silver glade elf. It deals damage to all enemies. That's what you want with a quick clear team. You want a low mana cost, which that's lower than Rowanne, and then we want hitting all enemies. It also has a spell armor there. Gain 1 magic for each blue ally. Then we have King Averlorn. So Moon Mage is a elf from Silverglade, which I think you get from the adventure keys very early in the game, so you could potentially get this before you get Rowanne. So maybe that's another good thing about it. But King Averlorn is a legendary, so that kind of blows that out of the water. But still, Rowanne in her best form has a 50% start as well with the Mirage Queen or King Oberon, so it's kind of along the same lines. You need a 50% start to make this really work well. But we have King Averlorn from Forest of Thorns. He is also an elf, and he has a 50% start for elves. He does damage to all enemies as well, so could clean up, and has a summon. Moon Mage has 9 mana, so if you start that with 50%, you're only going to need to get 5 mana, because remember, you round down. So we get to start with 4 mana, we only need 5. Rowanne starts with 6, needs 12, so it's a little bit less that you need there. Just barely 1 less. So then we have Imperial Jewel. I think you can do whatever you want really here, but this will catch any other color. It does also help out with the scatter damage to clean up, and it might even have, I'll look at it in a second, but Leprechaun always on a quick clear team. Bright Forest, Fey, Empowered. You need that to make this happen. But let's get out of there and go over here and look at the Imperial Jewel, because it may have some stuff that helps out here. Not really, but you could probably use whatever weapon you want. Just to clean up here with catching every single color, I think and did he? I don't know if the class is. I think the class. Here, let's look at the class too, just to go over everything, because I think he did say Doomsayer class, and explodes a purple gem at the start of battle. So this will get up very quickly, sometimes quicker than Rowanne, because of that purple gem that explodes at the start of battle. As far as the talents, I don't even have this all the way to 100 because it's not a very good class. I don't know that you need any of this stuff here. Let me take a quick look. I mean, an Icy Veil wouldn't be too bad. A Blue Storm, if you can make that happen. Other than that, I don't think you need anything else. So maybe the Icy Veil. I don't know if he told me to turn that off or what. But I think that would work good because, hey, Moon Mage, so Doomsayer is the preferred class, I think, because of the purple gem that explodes at the start of battle, which will help at least give it 1 more mana. So there you go. Like, it already starts with 5 just off that explosion, which could make even more, because if you explode a purple, it explodes all the gems around it in a 3x3. So you could catch another blue, another purple in there, and maybe gain at least a mana or 2, and then you're starting the battle with 5, 6 mana, and you just need 1 match, or the Leprechaun. The Leprechaun will do it, most likely. Blue Storm, you have 3 blue troops, so why not do that Blue Storm? And yeah, let's go put it into action here. The other thing you need is probably Nisha Metals to make it hit as hard as possible. So 3 Nishas, because we already have a 50% start. Alright, so I'm in difficulty 1 Explore with this team, and let's just show it in action. It's pretty impressive, and we'll compare it to Rowanne here in a second. Alright, so the start of battle. Look at that. Already up. I mean, that's why I'm making this video. Because Rowanne, most of the time, you're going to have to cast that Leprechaun, and then, you know, every once in a while, you have to go even further than that. But with this one, you can get up immediately a lot of the time and just bang. It's kind of like an Iron Hawk almost. So ever so occasionally, it's faster than Rowanne, which makes it up there. Worth mentioning, worth making a video about, I would say. All right, here, look at this. Boom, it's up. Just had to match that. Bang, they're dead. It's really fast. So it would get slightly less good if you took the Doomsayer off, but you could still level up other classes with it, and it'd be along. Look at that, up again, straight away. So very, very cool team. I like it. It took me a minute to even try it because I get stuck in my old ways with the metas, and Rowanne is one of the best things ever. So, see here we didn't get up straight away, but the there we go already. Like, how is this even happening? Like, every single time we're getting up on first turn. We haven't had one time where we didn't get up on first turn so far. It's gonna happen, but it's alright. Oh, look at this. Once again, every single time we're up on first turn. Bang. So over the long haul, this could be faster than Rowanne. It's just, can you do it without the Doomsayer? Rowanne's just so much more versatile with scatter damage instead of, you know what I mean? Scatter damage is better. Rowanne is free. Rowanne, you can build her armor and do other things with her. You can't do that with this troop. With this troop, you can pretty much only do this. That's it. Difficulty 1 Explore. And level up your Doomsayer, and then maybe move on to something else. Maybe other classes have a gem explode at the start of battle. Maybe you just aren't going to put that in with this team. Alright, this is the first time. First time it did not get up on first turn. So let's cast Leprechaun. Still second turn, that's really good. Like, Rowanne gets up on second turn. So it's doing Rowanne things. But let's finish this off, a couple more battles. And then we'll go compare it to Rowanne before we get out of here. There's a purple extra turn. Here's a red. I didn't even need to take those really, but why not get the gold? Every time, clearing in one shot. One thing you do, you gotta have, because we were messing with it and I didn't have it like fully ascended or something. So you gotta make sure it's tip-top shape, like fully ascended, maybe even medaled, 3 Nisha medals. So it's kind of a weird team. Like, it's kind of bougie, but also like a very, very low-level team. Because, I mean, you gotta have King Averlorn, who isn't as easy to get as, like, the Miraji Queen or whatever. You pretty much need her fully ascended with Nisha medals, or sometimes she won't hit clear in one shot. Even the 30 damage. I mean, mine does 30, maybe yours does. I need at least 20, I would say. 25, I think, is... Like, Ironhawk does 25, and it clears every single time, right? So if yours says anything less than 25, then it may not work for you. So it's a weird team. It's like a bougie... It's a low-level team. Some of them are easy to get, some of them aren't. And then it's like, you kind of need Nisha medals to make it work. And you need her fully ascended and all that. So, and with a weird class Doomsayer. But yeah, you could try it with other classes, see if it works. You could see if it works for you with less Nisha medals or whatever. But let me know how you feel about it in the comments. But let's go run Rowanne and just show the difference. Let's do a couple more battles with this so it's like back to back. Let's see if we can get up on first turn. I think that's the coolest thing about it, is it gets up on first turn a lot of the time, which it didn't there. But still, it's never taking more than a couple turns. The cool thing about Rowanne on that battle, with the 2 enemies left over, the Rowanne would have hit harder with the scatter damage. So that's one thing I can definitely point to where Rowanne is better than Moon Mage, is that Rowanne does scatter damage, which is, and guard medals are easier to get. Rowanne is for free. Like here, look at this. You can just cast that. Sometimes you'll get up the King Averlorn instead. First turn right there, once again. So we're seeing like 80% of the time it's getting up on first turn. One thing or the other. Any extra turns there? No. So Leprechaun, it's up. Bang. And you could do higher level stuff. You would just have to cast your King Averlorn, your Imperial Jewel to clean up and whatnot. So, one more battle, then we'll do Rowanne just to compare. I still think you should work towards Rowanne teams and use Rowanne teams and not like totally switch to this one. But definitely worth mentioning and definitely pretty cool how it gets up on first turn quite a bit. Alright, so let's switch over to Rowanne. And then I'll just mention why. My opinion, Rowanne's still better. But it's just like, this is probably a top 3 quick clear in the whole game. The Moon Mage. We got a couple extra turns we got to take here. First, and Black Manacles is up, and it's kind of doing the same thing on that battle. Enemy did not get a turn there. So let's mention reasons why I think Rowanne's better. Number 1, Rowanne you get for free. Forest of Thorns quest line. Number 2, Rowanne does scatter damage, which is better than just regular old damage, because Moon Mage's going to hit for that much no matter what happens, no matter how many enemies there are. Rowanne will distribute the damage amongst leftover enemies and hit harder. The fact that you have to get King Averlorn, which is harder to get than the Mirage Queen, is another reason. The fact that Rowanne can be boosted while the Moon Mage cannot be boosted is another reason. And, you know, Rowanne can just be used for way more things. So at least 5 reasons there why I think Rowanne is still better. But Moon Mage is very cool. Gets up on first turn quite a bit. Takes less mana to get it up. You can explode that purple gem and get it up on first turn. You can get it with the Venture Keys, but then you got to go get King Averlorn, which is harder to get than the Mirage Queen and whatnot. And it can only do like one thing, difficulty 1 Explore. And you're going to have to mess with the classes, see if you can do other classes other than Doomsayer. But Rowanne, you see, is not like any worse or anything. It just did first turns twice in a row. So let's see a couple more battles here. Any extra turns? No. Leprechaun, Rowanne's up. It's just more consistent, I would say. Just more versatile. More versatile and easier to get, weirdly easier to make this team. Like, if I tried to make the Moon Mage team on my new account, I would not have, probably wouldn't have King Averlorn. I may not have the Imperial Jewel, I'm not sure. But on the Rowanne team, you can kind of get everything. There's first turn Rowanne again. Bang, hits harder, can be boosted, free troop, all that good stuff. I think I've mentioned enough here. And you can use any class with Rowanne. You don't have to use Doomsayer. So another reason on top of the rest that I think Rowanne is still better. But yeah, worth mentioning. I feel it was a really cool idea. And shout out to Glorfindel for the team. And yeah, you should try it out. That's not it. There it is. Moon Mage. I'll show the team code one more time. Since I can't copy paste it. But yeah, mess around with it. Tell me what you think. And let me know in the comments how you feel about this new quick clear team. Is it top 3? Is it better than Rowanne? What do you think? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.